Hey everyone, this is Atomic Flux. And you know that y'all have the idea that I'm a huge fighting game lover and stuff. So I would like to, share, my story of my fighting game history and stuff. So I started playing fighting games when I was like, at least like 6 years old. So every time that I get home from school, I always, hook my games up and I just put on a fighting game and I just start playing like every time I get home from school. So my first fighting game is Soul Calibur on Dreamcast, the very first one. Oh, and speaking of Dreamcast, I still got my Dreamcast right here. And I have this for a very long time. And it still works well too. I do play it sometimes, and I will play my favorite fighting games and stuff. Like Soul Calibur, Capcom versus SNK, and Power Stone, and all that stuff. So yes, I am gonna stream of me and my friends playing the Dreamcast like next week. I'm not sure the day, but stay tuned for that video. So I'm going to just tell y'all little stories. So, anyways, yes, Soul Calibur was my very first fighting game that I played, and I actually enjoyed it. Me and my uncle used to play it a lot, and he always, whooped my butt in that game. That was the time that, I was young and I don't know how to play. I'm just like mashing buttons and stuff. So me and him play fighting games like all the time. And when I first got my Dreamcast, and my first game was Power Stone 2. And then I also got Soul Calibur. So I popped in Soul Calibur, and that's when I start, practicing with the characters and stuff and the moves and everything. Like, I, don't know how to do all those combos and stuff. Like, when I was young, like, I'm a fast learner. I'm just, you know, just practicing all the characters' move sets and stuff. So I've been playing with a lot of Sophitia. So after that, I've been practicing a lot with Sophitia. That's when I start, whooping my uncle's tail because I've been playing it for hours and I've been practicing with the characters and stuff. Because I remember that my grandfather taught me to, look at the characters' move sets and stuff and like learn from there and stuff. And that's when I turned like 7 and stuff. So he taught me like how to practice with the characters and everything, and that's how I beat my uncle and stuff. And my second one was Mortal Kombat. And Mortal Kombat was my very first Ready M game too. So I remember that my mother, used not let me play that game because, like, every time you hear your opponent, blood comes out and stuff, and also too those fatalities. So I used to like sneak in my uncle's room and why he's not at the house, and I started playing Mortal Kombat 4. Like 4 was my very first Mortal Kombat game. And then I just been playing it and playing it and stuff. And then, every time that when my mom will, get home from work and stuff, I quickly like turn it off and try to put it back in the case and stuff, so that way I won't get caught of like playing it and stuff and whatsoever. So yes, and then when I turned like 9 years old, that's when I got into Capcom versus SNK. So, like, of course, I did played Street Fighter 2. That's my very first Street Fighter game. I remember I played at my cousin's house, and I didn't really like get like how to do those abilities and stuff. They shoot out the fireball and doing those hurricane kicks and stuff. So so I remember that when I was like 9 or 10 years old. Yeah, that's when I played Capcom vs SNK. So my friends who play it very competitively, they've been teaching me like how to do those abilities and stuff. And at first, I still didn't get it and whatsoever, cause like how Japanese based games are and stuff. So it's like everything's like Street Fighter and whatsoever. But yeah, they taught me how to play, and then I finally like got it down and stuff. So when I was like 12 years old, that's when I like got my PS2 and stuff, like my PS2, and I start buying a lot of Street Fighter games, like Capcom Fighting Evolution and Capcom vs SNK 2, and Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, which gives you Third Strike and Super Street Fighter 2. So Street Fighter has been pretty much my number one fighting game that I've been playing, and I've been entering a lot of local tournaments on that game, and it's really fun. I've been having a lot of fun playing it. I've been entering tournaments with friends, and we've been entering like a lot of Street Fighter tournaments. Like I never did enter like any Street Fighter 4 and whatsoever. Pretty much it's been like Street Fighter Alphas and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike and Street Fighter 5, of course. So it's been it's been a couple of years that I enter any major tournaments. But I do want to start back of entering them. Hopefully, like somewhere this year or next year. It just all depends. So so yes, and I also been playing like a lot of Power Stone. Also, like I always use his character name Wayne Tang. He's that kung fu fighter with the ponytail. I used to play with him a lot. He's pretty much like my main character and stuff. And now I'm just been playing with all the other characters. Like Power Stone is a really fun game. I like Power Stone 2 better because I do like party based fighting games. Man, I just wish like they make another Power Stone, because Power Stone is like one of the good Capcom games they ever made. And then that's when I start playing DOA, which is Dead or Alive. So yeah, Dead or Alive 2 was my very first one. And after Dead or Alive 2, and I remember that I used to have a PS1 at my dad's house, and I remember that he got me three fighting games. One is Bushido Blade, which is a sword fighting game, and one is Tekken 3, and one is DOA 1. So, but Tekken 2 was my first Tekken game. So I've been playing Tekken 2 when I was like 8 years old, and I'm playing it with friends, and we just been having a lot of fun playing Tekken. Um, so yes, it was Tekken 2, and I also been playing a lot of Tekken 3. Like on Tekken 3, I always use How Wrong, cause like the time when I was in martial arts, like I'm more of a kicker, so you can just say like pretty much I always like looking for fighters that who kicks a lot and stuff. So so I've been playing with a lot How Wrong on Tekken 3, and me and my dad will be playing too, and he also had to choose Eddie Gordo. So he's been whooping my tail with Eddie Gordo and stuff, cause he is like a top of character you just smash buttons with and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And get it and gets away with it. So you know. And I also picked up Virtua Fighter. Like my very first one was Virtua Fighter 2, And I remember that I played on Sega Saturn. Yeah, Sega Saturn. I think it was Virtua Fighter 2 that I played. And I've been playing with a lot of Sarah Bryant, and I still play with her too as well. So I also been playing Virtua Fighter 3 for Dreamcast, which I still have it. Virtua Fighter 3 was it was really fun. Like it's like a fast paced style of the game, and it's like at first I couldn't understand like with the combos and whatsoever, but when I've been practicing with Sarah Bryant a lot, and I've been picking up her combos though. Pretty much the characters are easy to use and whatsoever. Well, some characters like Hakira Yuki, he's like really hard to use and whatsoever. You gotta know what you're doing with him and stuff. So I've been playing that, and I also been buying like a lot of fighting games for my for PS2. And like my fighting game days has been really good so far. I do want to enter like more tournaments so that way that I can get more tournament experience on different games. Like for example, like Tekken. Like y'all been seeing me like streaming Tekken a lot because I do want to enter a couple of local tournaments for Tekken 7. It's a good way to start. And after that, then that's when I'll move on to the next level to enter a major tournament for Tekken 7. And the reason why y'all have not been seeing me like streaming any Street Fighter 5, like one, every time I stream it will like lag and stuff. Like I tried to stream it on Twitch the other day, and it's just been pretty laggy while I'm streaming. So when I stopped streaming, then the connection was totally fine and stuff. And also, too, guys, I do have a little news and stuff. Um, I might drop Street Fighter 5 because I feel like I couldn't enjoy the game as much anymore. And also, too, all the input lag and the server and stuff. So I just think about like dropping it and everything. It's been really fun that I've been entering Street Fighter 5 tournaments so far, but I don't think Street Fighter 5 will be my game anymore and stuff. So I was thinking about being a legit Tekken and Soul Calibur player, and I'll be playing those two competitively right now. So yeah, it's just that Street Fighter 5 it's just not that great and stuff. It's not. I just been sticking with the classic ones like Third Strike, and I do play a little Alpha also, but majority is just Third Strike and Street Fighter 2 and stuff. So I do want to enter some classic Street Fighter games, which is like the Street Fighter 30th anniversary game, and it has like all the classic Street Fighter games and whatsoever. So yes, guys. So that's my story of my fighting game history, and hopefully that y'all enjoy listening. But I've been playing fighting games my whole life, and a lot of people has been asking me like what can they do to improve their skills, and what can they do to get better and stuff. So what I've been telling them is like you just put in time to practice your characters, your execution, your punishes, your counters and stuff like that. Like the more you practice, the more you get better. And not only that, like, you know, you should try to enter like local tournaments and stuff. Local tournaments is a good way to start before you enter major tournaments. So that's what I've been telling people, and they started doing that, and they really improved a lot. Like they improved, like with the characters and the games, and I'm just very proud of them. You know, I always enjoy helping people out when it comes with getting better at fighting games. So whenever that y'all need some tips or like tips, or if you like need help with a certain fighting game and stuff like Tekken, Street Fighter, and Virtua Fighter, and Injustice also. And so Caliber, if you ever need help with those games and stuff, you know, always like, you know, feel free to ask me through my social medias and stuff. So thank you guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.